There was a lady that I was counseling recently who was really struggling with the pressure that she was falling under because other people were criticizing her in the community. She has a job that she works with an organization that's very near to her heart, and she knows that God has placed her there in this season. But this particular organization has competing organizations and businesses that are competing with each other for clients, for resources, for notoriety, for power, all the things. And some of the other leaders of some of the other organizations have kind of hit below the belt a little bit to try to, in her mind, discredit her in the community, to kind of steal some of that business. And so this particular instance, it was a Friday, and that's what had happened. They had kind of said some really nasty things about her, both in public and on social media, and she was having a really hard time wrestling with it. And the pressure of her not wanting to be criticized had started to get to the point where it was starting to affect her decisions. And so to me, that was a call to action. So I called her back on Monday. I'm like, how was your weekend? Oh, it was horrible. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, all the things. And I said, was your family home this weekend? Oh, yes. I couldn't spend time with them. I was just on the couch the whole weekend. And I said, girl, you need some rules for engagement. And she's like, well, what do you mean? And I said, here's what I mean. Let me ask you a question. The people that are saying these things about you, who are speaking about your character, I said, are they your friends or your family? Well, no, they're just colleagues and people that I work with, through these organizations. Like, okay, well, you need to sit down and you need to think about the people who have earned the right to have a seat at your table to speak into you. And those people, I guarantee you, have walked life out with you. And if those faces aren't on that list of names, then cut them off. And she was like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, what I mean is this. If they are your work colleagues, then they have access to you from the hours of 9 and 5, but I don't take them home with me. I was like, you need to be like the walls around Jerusalem. The walls around Jerusalem were there to protect the temple. They were there to show everything on the outside that there's something behind that wall that's worth protecting, that's valuable. And not anything can go in and out. And I know that because there are gates and there's gatekeepers. And the gatekeepers screen what comes in, and the gatekeepers screen what goes out. You are the temple of God, girl. You need to have the walls of demarcation, and you are the gatekeeper. You decide who comes in. You decide what goes out. You decide who speaks into you. So I'm going to ask you, do you have rules of engagement? Do you let other people say things about you, troll you, and affect you? Make a list, just like I said to her. Make a list of the people who have earned the right to have a seat at your table. Know who those people are. And everybody else, cut them out.